What's up? Welcome into Movement Parallels Life. My name is Kellen Mylad, and these are ground movements for longevity. Today, we're looking at this slick little pattern of movement that I call the figure four shift to half kneeling. We've got this figure four sitting position. We're shifting body weight forward, coming into a half kneeling position, one knee up, one knee down. Doesn't matter what you call it. All that matters is that you practice and that you practice mindfully, that you can work with this pattern of movement, and we're going to explore some different variations today. And again, this is an awesome way to help restore and promote your body's mobility. These are everyday movements that will take care of your body so that you can keep moving in all the ways that you love. So last time we did the side sit position. Now that back leg is coming forward, we're back to this figure four sitting position. Whichever leg is tucked in front, that same side hand is going to post. Sit up tall, some stabilizing tension through your midsection. Slight lean forward, using the hand to push as you shift your weight forward, coming into this open half kneeling position. We got the hip open, and we've got this opportunity to keep ourselves sitting up tall, sinking down into the hip, knee, ankle, working around in there before we sit back, plant the hand, return to sitting. We'll just smoothly groove that pattern. It's probably pretty easy. That's fine. So how can you really focus on slowing it down while maintaining the fluidity? This time is just in getting to know the demands of these positions, what these movements feel like. We'll compare the sides too. So switch the figure four legs. Plant, push, glide forward. Sit back, plant the hand, looking for smoothness as we sit back and pull forward. From there, starting to alternate, finding the rhythm as you sit back, lean back to the glutes to switch the legs, sit forward, plant the hand, shift again. But really, we're just kind of like uploading the movement pattern right now through this easier variation, and we'll start to add some layers. So next, we add some momentum by rocking back, riding the momentum of the rock up into the transition to half kneeling. Smoothly sitting back, rocking up. Taking a moment to stabilize in this half kneeling position, settle in, and be intentional about rocking back. And try the other side. And then alternate. Sit back one more time. Third layer. Maybe we don't rock back, but just use a little bit less momentum by leaning back, gripping the floor with the legs. We're going to lean forward, drive the hips forward to make this seated switch. Alternating side to side again. Grooving this easy transition. Hopefully it's easy, or it becomes easy very quickly. You can start to work through those different variations. And start bringing the movements into all planes as we rock back. Little changes in orientation. Again, it keeps this practice fun. And the more angles you hit, the more movement goodness that you're squeezing out of these patterns. Okay, so we got that basic shift well in place next. Now we'll add some mobility for the upper body by adding a windmill reach. Place one hand on the floor, reach the other arm overhead, and then switch. The free arm can sweep through space, play around with the angle of the hip, work both sides. Shift, plant, reach. Take a few breaths, explore it, switch it. Sit back, do each side one more time. Last one, sit back, switch. Switch the hands. Back to seated. All right, next layer. Our shift. And now we're going to switch this half kneeling position. The front knee is going to rotate in. I'm going to straighten out the foot so I can shift my weight over to that side, open up on the opposite side. From there I can sit, lean back or rock back, shift back forward, rotate in, shift across, rotate open. So this one could be helpful to support yourself, walk through with your hands. It can be helpful to stay up taller than low at first. Up, rotate in, rotate open, reach back, sit back. Add in the rock up. Now we're getting a little bit more torque, a little bit more rotation through some of the joints here. Something you want to be mindful of, be progressive with. But when you can develop this quality, you get a nice little series that flows. And you can start blending these variations in. Last one. Figure 4, half kneel. Then whichever foot is forward, I'm going to plant the opposite hand. Press in, locked out arm. Same side leg is going to straighten out and reach back for this lunge position. You can hang out, explore here different ways. Then the knee lowers, the back leg pivots inward. Sit back, switch. So I love this stretch. This is just such a great way to improve mobility, flexibility in conjunction with strength, these long lunging variations. So give yourself as much support as you need. Challenge yourself to express some strength in these positions to support the stretch that you're feeling. So that is our figure 4 shift to half kneeling variations. Cool little pattern of movement, few different ways to set a baseline for it, and then some fun ways to explore. Get outside the box, make these movements your own, make them playful, and the more you do that, the more they'll start to make their way into your everyday life. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming through to move with me. Keep on exploring, enjoy your flow, and I'll see you in the next practice.